Sirius Mindz Productions and March 4th Productions presents Musicology. Music, money, madness, mayhem, and murder.
A disease that they can inject you with and begin to systematically wipe out black folks. Bottom line.
I want to talk about some aspects of my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop and Symbology. All right? This is the Vibe magazine with Kevin Hart on the cover. He's sitting between a white woman's legs.
It's a triangle.
Forming the Masonic symbol for the Masons that's in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And in it, it says, on the cover, it says, Kevin Hart has white power.
What?
But the letters are written in red. Now, you can interpret that and decode that two different ways. All right? It can alert your lower energy centers, or the chick, it may be that time of the month for the chick, since she got her legs cocked open. I don't care how you view it. Nonetheless, he's sitting between the white woman's legs with both thumbs up. Now, you see, if you're looking at this cover on a newsstand, walking in the airport, and you don't know how to decode that, you understand what I'm saying? That may mean absolutely nothing to you. All right? But to look at it and go deeper into the deeper science of Kevin Hart having white power, what does that actually mean? Someone said in an interview yesterday that, last night, that 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne have a platform where they have a lot of power. I said, no. Somebody writes their checks. Somebody could shut that platform down tomorrow night, and you will never hear from them again. That's not power to me. You understand what I'm saying? We was outside of Kent State doing the interview. Nobody was out there. Place shut down. We outside doing the interview. A gust of wind came by and almost blew the camera away. I said, bruh, that's power. You understand what I'm saying? You can't control that. That little stuff that Lil Wayne and 3 Chainz and 30 Cent, the rest of these people, no, that's not power. Let me move real fast. So with that said, let's take a look at this. I gotta play it a couple of times so you can look in it instead of at it. Is that cool with everyone? Okay.
It's the candy bar that's too hot for TV in all its naked glory. Stripped of chocolates with nothing but salty roasted peanuts on soft, sweet caramel. A Payday bar will get you through your day. Expose yourself to Payday.
What did y'all get from that?
Sexual related sex.
Sexual.
Huh?
It was sexual.
It's sexual. What about it is sexual?
Penis.
Exposing yourself.
Penis and
So the candy bar is the penis?
The
What else?
nakedness and all that.
Okay, what
Stripped
else?
of his nakedness and caramel with black penis.
Okay, what's the caramel about?
I see they got it blurred out a little bit too on the sides right there,
Right.
like it got some testicles or something right there.
Okay, who else?
complexion.
Yeah, but no, what else though?
You got the nuts.
Let's look at the obvious. Tell me what's the obvious. Huh? Well, what's the name of the candy bar?
Payday.
That's the obvious, right or wrong? The sign says expose yourself to payday.
Nakedness.
So, if we was to take instruction from exactly what they're telling us, what would you do on payday? Expose yourself, right or wrong?
Strip club.
Right. That brother got it. Expose yourself. Take that money that you get that Friday, your paycheck, and go expose yourself. Go right to the payday. It's definitely a stripper's payday, right or wrong. But what about all the other commercials that we can't decode? See, we got a well-trained intellectual audience right here. How about Tay-Tay and Man-Man and Twan and Peanut and Day-Day and them? That sit in front of the TV all day when you tell them go sit your behind down so they go watch TV, get out of my face. And they go sit and watch TV and that comes across the screen. How are they going to decode that? You understand what I'm saying? Their young, innocent minds are not developed to the point where they can understand expose yourself on payday. Are you following me? And that's a very, very real dynamic. This says, born again for what? I was born right the first time. Let me ask y'all a question. Does God make mistakes?
No.
Thank you. We don't even need to go over that then. But this is what we need to go over. This is the new cell phone cases that they're selling now.
Oh, yeah, I see.
You ever saw these before?
Mess up.
Oh no, that's cell phone cases that you put in your pocket, but it's the handle of a gun.
Which is gonna cause
Wait a minute. They're not selling at the white people malls. They sell it at the malls where our children go.
Chinese stores and stuff.
The hood malls.
He had a weapon.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
Exactly. Well, no, if you look at this one, this is because she's on the phone. She's on with her finger on the trigger. Because that's how you answer the phone. If someone is always telling our story, how do you think we're going to fare, brothers? If our story is being told through the lens of someone else on the big and the small screen. Come on now. And this is very real. Until the lions have the historians, the tales of the hunt shall always glorify the hunter. The hunter is always telling the story. Until you run up on the hunter at the bar, and he at the bar drinking, smoking a cigarette, lying about the hunt. See, now that you're on the scene, you got knowledge yourself, and you clear. All right, you can check the hunter right or wrong. And this is what we have to do. Our story needs to be told to us by us. There's the things I want to talk about, because all that ancestral knowledge that was passed down to all the brothers and sisters that dared to be leaders among our people was given to us in this new thing that we created called hip-hop. All right? It wasn't necessarily new. It's really old. You understand what I'm saying? We just took those 4 fundamental elements of hip-hop, which are, can anybody tell me? What's one?
Beatbox.
DJing. Beatboxing, you said?
DJing.
MCing, beatboxing, yeah, we got that. Who else?
Graffiti.
Rhyme.
Huh?
Rhyme? Or no?
We said MCing, we got that already. Come on, 2 more.
Break dancing.
Breakdancing.
Nah, yeah, breaking and what else? 1 more. You said the music, DJing. All right? 4 fundamental elements based on the 4 fundamental elements of the universe. We're going to talk about the elements in a minute. But that information was passed back to us in hip-hop. And we tried to move it forward. Chuck D said, I'd rather be hated for what I am than to be loved for what I am not. And that's real. So when Public Enemy first came out, we was putting it down from you're going to get yours, yo, bum us to show, it takes a nation of millions to hold us back, hazy shaded criminal. And this one y'all missed. There's a poison going on. With all the white children sitting around with gas masks and the brother don't even have one. Because there's a poison going on. And that's a real dynamic. And even today, with one of the last things we put out, most of my heroes don't appear on no stamp. It's the last time you seen a brother or sister on a stamp. Now they flexing because I think they got Malcolm on a stamp and a few other people.
They ain't got him on the stamp.
Dr. Collins said, have you forgotten that once we were brought here, we were robbed of our names, robbed of our language. We lost our religion, our culture, our God, and many of us, by the way we act, we even lost our minds. And that's real today. All right? But you're right, they ain't never putting him on the
They ain't
stamp.
never put him on the stamp.
All right? Steve Biko said the most potent weapon in the minds of the hands of the oppressor is the minds of the oppressed. It's young people's minds that they have. All right? And that's very real. Frederick Douglass, which I'm not really accustomed to quoting Frederick Douglass. He did what he did. Just something bothers me about him laying next to a white woman every night. I gotta just kind of get, anyway, we'll talk about that. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. It's very, very real dynamic. A riot is the language of the unheard. Dr. Martin Luther King said they didn't think Martin Luther King talked that way. But Martin Luther King was a little bit more radical than that. One brother wanted to debate me and talk about Dr. Martin Luther King not preaching Jesus. I said, well, I don't know if he did or not. He said, well, do the research. Go back and listen to his speeches. He never talks about Jesus. Well, I never went to Dr. Martin Luther King's church, have y'all? So I can't debate that. But I knew Dr. Martin Luther King stood firm on what he believed. Whatever he believed, he wanted to move us forward and then humanity forward, right or wrong. All right. A man who stands for nothing will definitely fall for anything. Malcolm X was that dude. He made his transformation into the man that we know today as Malcolm X. We cannot allow him, Manny Marlboro, and any of these other characters to reinvent a Malcolm that they want us to resonate with. Yes.
And his father and his grandfather were killed by the Klan's members.
Exactly. Well, we can go back to Martin Luther King and we can have that discussion.
His mother and everybody.
In church?
In church, at the keyboard.
Right.
You understand? That's a real dynamic, but this is a higher form of alchemy. What do you mean by that, Griff? Alchemy is the science of taking metal and transforming it into gold. Well, we're doing that with the human. Malcolm started off as a pimp, Detroit Red, hustler, bank robber. As a matter of fact, when the word of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad found him, he was in jail for what? Bank robbery, armed robbery.
Burglary.
Exactly. but he made the transformation. It's a higher form of alchemy, that's all. All right? One of his better friends was Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali said, the draft is about white people sending black people to fight yellow people to protect the country that they stole from the red people. Now wait a minute, he passed away what, a week and a half ago? Y'all didn't hear that shit on the news, not that y'all.
Nope.
What are they doing? Come on now, talk to me. They're rewriting the narrative, right? And they're gonna feed Muhammad Ali back to us as a cute little, handsome little civil rights leader from Louisville, Kentucky. Stop the blood clot crying. Stop that, y'all. Stop that, come on. The man was a lot deeper than that.
Why they have Bill Clinton at the eulogy though? That really ran black people away from what was really going on.
Man.
But I think deeper than that. When I got the news that 80% of the licensing, the agreements, and the contracts that they've made with these people, 80% of them, they controlled. So the name Muhammad Ali, when they license it out, like the name Jordan, when they license it out, they control 80% of it. The family only controls 20. So now you can see Muhammad Ali be reinvented, but you can see him on a condom box or cereal box or whatever's gonna make money for their 80% interest. Because they already gave the family 50 million. They gave Michael Jackson's family $750 million recently.
Just for the rights.
And Joe died too.
How much was the
Because
catalog
we live in a
worth?
present
It was
day,
worth
they're doing that
more
with
than that.
Prince right now as we speak.
You know, it was worth billions.
Don Cornelius, the same thing. James Brown can go on and on. James Brown, the same thing.
Sam Cooke.
Sam, and all of them. We could go on and on and on. And it's going to happen to you if we don't change that particular dynamic. I die without a will 10 years from now. Griff was a ballerina doing pirouettes and shit on the lecture. Oh, damn. I'm getting this in church, bro. I'm sorry. But y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
He said you good, Griff.
I was just talking to her earlier about, what's going on with, these artists who are just suddenly dying and
Right.
trying to figure out, who's benefiting from it, and I'm
Well, we can do the science right now. It's not hard.
Well, yeah, and that's my thing is that a lot of this I put together myself, and I kind of look at it as, I don't have external, I don't have a network of knowledge to be able to tell me what's going on, but I'm seeing foul play and I'm breaking it down.
Right. What kind of phone you got?
This is a Samsung.
What, 32 gig?
Yeah,
And how many phone numbers you got in there?
probably.
You know, and you can get on the internet and you don't have a network of yes you do.
Well,
Shit, call me. We can sit on the phone for 20 minutes and figure this thing out. There ain't no problem. 678-557-2919. I'm just saying, we can figure this out. Muhammad Ali said, if you even dream of beating me, you better wake up and apologize.
Did you see the commercial before he died, though?
No, what was it?
He got a commercial out before he died. They got a commercial of him boxing with the car. The car driver.
Car?
It's a car commercial.
Let me tell you what they do, bro. They probably shot the commercial 4 years ago or 20 years ago. Put it in the can and they sit on it. And at the right time, they'll put the commercial out. Because 8 years from now, they'll start putting Muhammad Ali commercials out and they'll make you think that, that he just did these things.
They actually had him boxing himself.
That's them. Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X was friends. All right, let me get back to my point. Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X had an impact, not only on Muhammad Ali, but the rest of us. So much so, we've allowed the artists in the generation of today to come back and not do what Manny Marble did in his book, Reinventing Malcolm. You know he wrote Malcolm in as a homo, right? Now Malcolm's a homosexual. So now when your children's children go Google Malcolm X, that's what's going to come up in Manny Marble's book. But now, deeper than that, when they go look at the pictures of what happened at the Audubon Ballroom. Now, who was the guy that gave mouth-to-mouth resuscitation to Malcolm? What was his name?
He was an agent.
What was his name?
I forgot his name.
I don't want to know what he was. You see, if we don't remember his name, we're not going to be able to pass that on to our children to let them know this is what happened to Malcolm. All right?
Roberts?
Gene Roberts.
Gene Roberts.
Eugene Roberts.
Yeah.
He went by Gene or Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene
in,
Roberts.
Different times that he's infiltrated organizations. That day, he infiltrated the Nation of Islam and was in the audience. working as an FBI agent to make sure he was the first one to the body to make sure Malcolm died, not to keep him alive. The two that got busted, they were set up by the two shooters up on the balcony. Ask Dick Gregory. You understand what I'm saying? But imagine an FBI agent, the first one to my body, if something happened here, is an FBI agent run up and give me Malcolm, really choking my ass. You understand what I'm saying? To make sure I die. Come on, brothers and sisters. We have to know the story in order to tell it. But Alex Haley left out some things in the book, the autobiography. All right? Manny Marble, in his book, like I said, wrote Malcolm in as a homosexual. Now that's become the narrative now. And that's a real dynamic. Deeper than that, Nicki Minaj comes along now, and she has a song called Looking Ass Nigga with Malcolm X on the cover. Blatant disrespect. I mean, listen, brothers and sisters, we have to understand this particular dynamic.
All I know is there should be no reason. Look at y'all niggas. All I know is there should be no reason. Niggas. All I know is there should be. All I know. Look at y'all niggas. All I know is there should be no reason. All I know. Niggas. You know, and you know. Look at why. Look at y'all smoking ass niggas after every pull niggas start choking ass niggas.
Can't take it. Y'all get the point though. Now this is Nicki Minaj. Probably don't know jack bone about Malcolm, but yet will take his image and put it on the cover of a song like that with that vibration to it. That becomes a narrative now. All right, now take a look at it. Nicki Minaj, hot to death in reference to young people, this generation coming up, right? Manny Marble wrote Malcolm X in as a homo. So now we pass away, we die, our children go back to Google Malcolm. What's gonna come up? Looking ass nigga who was a homo, right or wrong? You see what's happening now?
Strong.
Same thing they'll do with Prince. Same thing with Muhammad Ali. Sad but true. Same thing with you when you die. Plain and simple. And this is Nicki Minaj. Shout out to my man Phife Dawg from the Tribe Called Quest, who definitely put it down. Maurice White left us here. And these are the brothers that you're talking about. Phife left us. Maurice White from Earth, Wind and Fire. Natalie Cole died. Right? Who else left us recently? Rod's mom died recently. Before I play this, brothers, Reverend Phil Valentine told me to tell y'all, we're not the gods that we should be today, brothers. All right? If we the gods that we claim to be, when was the last time you danced, bro? I'm talking about dance. Like really went to the club and you know. It's been a long time. Been a long time. We gotta dance, bro.
In my video.
That's the
last time you danced. No, I'm being real right now.
That's the
Last time you danced?
I'm
I'm talking about sweating on the damn, you know, one of these numbers dancing. I'm talking about dancing. We too cool to dance. We're on the wall at the bar or something, you know, sipping some Henny or whatever y'all do. I don't know because I don't drink. But I'm saying, what's wrong with dancing? This is Maurice White. Trying to kick it to Natalie Cole while singing his own song. What's the last time you got out of the shower, bro, with the towel around you, with the hairbrush?
Today.
Paint. You took your finger because it was foggy, made a picture of your wife in the mirror. It was like, you know. I mean, I'm saying you ain't got to wear that outfit. You know what I'm saying?
By the look in your eyes. You won't find love and you can't deny.
You know something? I tried that in the club one night. Over it. And he got his crew back there, man. Look. My point is, bro, we gotta get up and dance and express ourselves. That's another form of expression. You understand what I'm saying? You ever see the peacock? I watch the Discovery Channel, I'm sorry. Peacock does these elaborate dances and shows the colors, and I just could have sworn the peacock was breakdancing one night, bro. I'm dead serious, man. The peacock was like, bang, bang, bang. Feathers are coming out in different colors, and it attracted the other peacock. I'm like, that's how they do it. I'm gonna try that one too, for real, man. But Maurice White and Earth, Wind and Fire gave us the elements. You understand what I'm saying? so much so that it took us back to our ancestral DNA and made us tap into it. All right? They gave us the symbols. Now you can see the symbols on the dollar bill. All right? See? Taking our sacred symbols and using them for subversive purposes. Yet again. All right? Not only did Earth, Wind, and Fire give us the symbols and the elements, X-Clan gave them to us. X-Clan said this is represented by the red, the black, and the green with the key.
Sissy.
Okay, maybe one person knows that's right. Listen to X-Clan, that's all right though. X-Clan ain't got no stepping music, but they cool. But they gave us some of the elements. You understand what I'm saying? Which is very real. And this is how we should pass it down to that next generation. Oh, this is Brother Nicholas Caldwell from the Whispers who passed on. Fight Dog passed away at 45. Sean Price passed away at 43. DJ Easy Rock at 46. Heavy D at 44. Nate Dogg at 41. Guru at 48. Damn.
Kimbo Slice at 42.
When you heard somebody dying in my family, it was always they was 70, 80, damn near 100. Now, brothers pass away in their 40s.
Something to that.
The brother said it. Something to it.
They got Kimbo Slice at 42. Same day as Muhammad Ali.
Prince. When you look at Prince having to go back after they took his birth name, Prince, and locked him into that contract, and they battled him for 18 years. Hell, do you fight somebody? Imagine y'all getting in an argument and fighting for 18 years. That sister gave you like 18 minutes. You better get your stuff together, bro. She gonna shut the candy shop down. And she ain't gonna come back. Let me get out y'all business. Anyway, back to the lecture. Prince went back and got the symbols, man. He could have went back and got anything else. But he went back and got the Ankh. And he wore slave on his face. Trying to educate these young artists.
Same company, so.
Ain't that something?
Michael Jackson and.
Exactly. And Tupac.
So.
Can you imagine that? They fighting Warner Brother, and I tried to warn the brothers. They fighting Warner.
If you see the police, warn them, brother.
They fighting Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers is related in the kinship to. They took the same old Sony and the rest of them.
Rothschild.
Exactly. So now we got Prince, Michael Jackson, and Tupac. All right, all their songs and all that publishing and all that stuff going right back to Warner Brothers. All those are back. Let me tell you something. Prince fought these people for a long time. Right when you get your masters back, a year later you dead.
He did. Michael Jackson.
Oh, Michael Jackson, exactly. Michael Jackson at the end of his time was outright calling them devils. You understand what I'm saying? And then Afeni Shakur passes away. And the number one dude that stepped up in the slot was VP at Warner Brothers. It's sad. It is sad. You're right, bro. Something's going on, man. Something's definitely going on. We're not going to go over the whole intricate details on how Prince passed away, but no one understands. There's something foul about that. He had a personal conversation with, what's the dude name used to be in the deal? With Babyface.
L.A.
The
Reid.
drummer, L.A. Reid. He had a conversation with L.A. Reid and told L.A. Reid, you know what the elevator represents, right? L.A. Reid said no. And Prince said the elevator represents the devil. And the devil is trying to take us down. And then Prince ends up dying in the elevator. And then a couple of days before Prince dies, Beyonce puts out Lemonade. And inside the video, they're carrying a purple casket. Come on, y'all.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, my ass is for real, man. Go look at the video. There's just something not. And then when you go over the whole death of Whitney Houston and the daughter dying the same way in water, and then we start thinking about that water ritual. Who else died in water face down? Rodney King and a few other people. And it's like, what is these rituals that we don't know absolutely nothing about, but somehow greats are passing away, and all their information and masters and royalties and publishing going right back to the same people that killed them. This is going to be the narrative waiting on your children. Your girls want to come up and be actresses, but they want to act in motion picture movies, small and big screen. The best they're going to allow your daughters to be is a whore or prostitute or maid, or servant, or singer, or an abusive whatever, nanny or something. You understand what I'm saying? Or they're gonna hit them with the homosexual frequency vibration.
The white man.
You understand what I'm saying? I talked about this in the psychological covert war on hip hop, how they use this as a ritual for prominent, strong, handsome, beautiful, intelligent men coming into Hollywood. All right? Having to put on dresses.
Oh, yeah.
And some of the best that we have to offer have put on the dress.
Everybody.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's a very real dynamic. Dear black people, and this is what you said earlier, in the cycle, Black Lives Matter won't matter until Black Lives matter to black people. And that's real. Until it matters to us, it's not going to matter to anyone else. All right? Well, anyway. Well, yeah, maybe I could give y'all a taste of this. How many people have ever eaten Fruit Loops? Nobody, just me? How do you spell fruit?
F-R-U-I-T.
Right. Well, this is fruit, F-R-O-O-T.
Right.
So I'm going to give y'all a homework assignment. Go look at the old cereal boxes. Captain Crunch, Cheerios, all of them. Hit me up, 678-557-2919. Tell me what y'all see. Because this is what you see, they're changing the paradigm, they're shifting the paradigm. The old box that we used to sit in, when I see cereal, I take the cereal, pour it in a bowl, put the box in front of me, to turn it around and read what's on the box. Eat my cereal while I'm reading the box. Now they're changing the narrative now. All right, it's not the same box anymore. Some of the stuff that your kids are going to be watching, kids, K-ideas, caring individuals, developing skills. Not really kids, but your children.
Kids, I don't.
Right, exactly. That's why I had to flip it anyway. That's the MC in me. But I'm saying, who is this character? I forgot his name.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, Caitlyn. How did you know that, bro?
Because they been.
That's Bruce, right?
Thank you. That's what I was about to say. But he bought into it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
You understand? He went right to it. But this is that narrative. This is that call and response. And we validate it. I'm going to be finished in a second. Can someone please, in the back of the room, help me with this? I'm not really too sure how to handle this part of the conversation with
Rihanna.
Azalea Banks. She's on the cover of the Final Call one week. And then on Playboy the next. Hold on, let me sit down for this. How does that happen? How does that happen? You're talking about civil rights and black pride one week. All right, rapper wants to track down descendants of slave traders and make them pay for reparations. Azalea Banks. You on the cover of the Final Call newspaper, and then next week you're on the cover of Playboy. Cognitive dissonance, is it, or what is it?
Payday.
Scatterbrain, Manchurian Candidate. Please help me out here.
They're setting it up for the fall.
Thank you.
Payday.
Expose yourself. He's trying to redeem himself. He's sitting next to his girl. He's like, honey, I ain't done with him yet. You can't get me out there. It's a very real dynamic. Wow. I didn't see the Playboy magazine. I'm just saying I got a couple of pictures that were sent to me. I never bought it. I never seen it, but I'm just saying. I wasn't there. But Azalea Banks, this is her. All right? Now, this is the new dynamic. We talked about Nicki Minaj, Azalea Banks, and a few other people. Now, these are some butt shots going wrong. I'm trying to figure out how to put this in the closing. I'm gonna skip right to the closing. But if they downloaded the Diva program and the Diva program didn't work, all right? The Diva program was downloaded by the music industry, and what came out the other end was Lil' Kim. And you see what that thing is looking like, right? So when they perfected it, went back and said, okay, damn, the Diva program. We got it. Nicki Minaj. Let's go back, let's refine it, and now we're going to turn the Diva program into a little bit classier, kind of, and it came out the other end, Beyonce. And then now we can just turn Beyonce white, we got him. Right or wrong? So Beyonce's been white all this time, but now, along the way, hundreds of black women thought that they had some junk in the trunk, but I guess they kind of figured it wasn't big enough, so now they started getting injections. There was a stripper, I think they convicted her recently, that was injecting, what's her name? You on it, huh, bro? We need to talk a little bit later on. She got convicted recently. What was she injecting her with?
Semen.
Cement.
Cement.
Oh,
What?
God.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a heavy ass. I'm getting your weight up.
Concrete ass.
Cement.
A hard ass.
Ass shots going wrong. This young lady lost her legs and her arms.
Oh man.
They have a condom called the Smart Condom.
No, yeah.
So brothers, you know that old ass condom you kept in your wallet and it made the little ring around your wallet? That ain't gonna work no more. Wow. You slide this one on, as soon as it detects the disease, it turns a certain color. Ooh. Herpes for red and syphilis for blue and that kind of thing. But let me tell you something. They're allowed to teach your children sex education in the school now without your knowledge. Ask Umar Abdullah Johnson and a few other people. So without your knowledge now. But what happens now if they get accustomed to this smart condom, right? And there's diseases out there, if you go check the CDC website, there's diseases that are out now that they don't even have names for and no color for it. Now your child goes unprotected. Answer this question. What was the name of the organization that went into Africa and spread AIDS?
Red Cross.
No. See, everyone should know that. Who? The World Health Organization. All right? We have to know that. Because they could be operating right down the street and we won't know anything. And be honest with me, brother. Some of y'all got free condoms from the clinic. Thank you. Beautiful. With the Naloxone 9. It's poisoning you and all that other stuff. We got to be very, very, very careful because it was said by a doctor who worked in a clinic in England. I should have brought the article with me. All right, that they intentionally gave out defective condoms in Africa, so the AIDS virus can spread. I'm gonna talk about this real quick. I'm not gonna stay on this Africa Bambaataa. You still filming?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Africa Bambaataa. This whole idea of you listen. If you came across and just basically said, yo, straight up, I'm gay, and blah, 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 and we can pretty much, because there's gay people in our family. You understand what I'm saying? We can write it off and let you go on about your business. Ship you behind to one of them islands where you just live out your life, and we'll be fine. But you stayed among us, raping and sexually molesting little boys, dude? What should be the penalty for that?
Yeah.
Well,
Married couple said it, I ain't saying it.
Or exile. Go hide somewhere.
They right.
No.
well,
Slow down.
Because you're going to kill
But now the thing is, I'm past trying to figure out what it is. I'm just trying to figure out who do we need to get to carry out the sentence. I told dude straight up in one of my interviews, you got to get away from us, bro. Leave the country. We're going to give your ass about 2 weeks. Yeah, we got to see you, dude. You're not going to come among us putting your hands on little boys, bro. The last dude that came out, did you hear him? From England. He said Bambaataa bit him. Yes. Bambaataa ended up, didn't tell anybody, ended up getting stabbed by one of the dudes. Ended up trying to say he got robbed, but he ended up getting stabbed by one of the dudes. These are the stories. Ended up with throat cancer because one of the dudes had some kind of disease or something.
Damn.
Oh, that's running rampant in the hood now. You understand what I'm saying? With young girls. Throat cancer. Because cats be having diseases you can't detect chlamydia and that kind of stuff. And that stuff sit in your system, man, for months. And you end up having oral sex with somebody.
HPV.
Thank you. So I'm just saying to you, we cannot allow this, plain and simple. All right? I'm not going to debate anybody on whether he's innocent, guilty. You know, the verdict is already in, man. You understand? Please.
Was this Bambaataa, was it brought out before, just recently? Because I'm like, you know, he's recognized as the one of the founding fathers of hip hop. So I'm like, okay.
No, it was said before because I heard it before that he was gay.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Okay, so
yeah,
There was a lot of rumors prior. A lot of rumors.
but I never heard the thing with the little boys.
Right.
That a different antenna would have came up with me. I've taken pictures with the dude, hung out with the dude. Matter of fact, come to think about it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. There's been times I'll be like, yo, honey back there is kind of fine. I'm like, yo, ma, get your number or something. I've never seen him with no woman. I thumb back through my pictures. I never seen him do it with a woman. Anyway, we'll talk. Y'all, but come on. We have to see, yet again, they're going to rewrite the narrative for hip hop. So now, 20 years from now, your children Google hip hop, it's going to be homosexuals started hip hop. And then who's the #1 DJ in the world today? Do y'all know his name?
A white boy.
White boy, right. Calvin Harris. To the tune of $46 million 2 years ago. 46 million? A DJ? Didn't we start that?
Yeah.
So now white people sit at the top of the black music charts. Iggy Azalea, Eminem, Macklemore. All these white people. You understand what I'm saying? So now when they Google hip hop and they go back, hip hop was really started by some white DJ who was gay. That's gonna be the narrative. And you're not even gonna find us. Poor KRS One. Anyway, it's just not a proper stand for the teacher to take, man. You our teacher, bro. We love, respect, and honor you. For you to say you don't give a fuck, come on, man. Come on, bro. You gotta come better than that. Yet again, somebody white for a few years sat at the top of the charts of black music. You heard of Lord A? Lord? No. He had an album out called Pure Heroin. The top of the black charts. Pure Heroin? Did heroin make his way back or something?
Yep.
Then who is she to come into black music to sit at the top of the black charts and the name of her album was Pure Heroin? And then in the song, she's talking about us left and right, but we didn't pick up on it. Did y'all hear the song?
Nope.
Like Alex Jones, she's talking to other white people. But that conversation is taking place, it's locking us right on at it. Because we caught up into the fact that, oh, okay, yo, that's dope, I like that beat. And she's in the black chart doing shows in front of black people. We validated them, we let them in. They culture bandits, culture vultures. We validated them. We validated Eminem, right, Dr. Dre?
Yep.
We validated, what's the scary looking chick who they thought was a dude?
Gaga.
Lady Gaga. What's the dude that signed her? Akon.
What?
We validate that.
He signed her?
Yeah.
But you know Michael Jackson owned all them rights though.
Huh?
He owned all of them. From Sony.
It's critical, man. But back to Prince and the symbols. I mean, we have to understand that they showed the hell out in New Orleans. Thousands of people hit to the street to celebrate Prince. You understand? Which the way we should do. And the brother, you mentioned this earlier, that The Simpsons had a commercial killing Prince years ago. When was this? In 13?
12.
12 or 13?
Unfortunately, there are certain stars who won't do what we want.
What's their problem? They're still alive.
And then we thought, who's good at killing celebrities?
Me! Psycho killer.
The one thing that, kind of spooked me about it all was he has a song called Let's Go Crazy.
Yeah.
And it says, don't let the elevator bring us down.
And he died.
One time when I was with him privately, he said, you know what the elevator is, right?
No.
I said, no, what's the elevator? He said, well, the elevator is the devil, right? It scared me. I don't like to talk like that, but he said that. And so for me, it was like really haunting when I read that he was found in an elevator.
But what do you think he meant by that?
Did he have health problems?
That I don't know, right? What I know is that he was really health conscious. He was a vegan. He didn't abuse alcohol. I didn't know of him abusing drugs. He worked out, so, that also really concerned me because it made me think that, wow, so you mean you do all these things to take care of yourself and you die so young? It really
That's what's so frightening to many people.
It's so frightening.
That's light. Prince, if you even he thought you was on drugs, you couldn't bring drugs on the block. You didn't allow it around him, in the studio.
All the magazines, too.
Exactly.
Drugs.
And now, that's the narrative surrounding Prince. A man who never done drugs now, all of a sudden, it's like, come on, y'all. Anyway, let me get to the point. This is the purple casket in Beyonce's video, at the end of the video. I'm just saying to y'all, I'm not trying to spook y'all, but something is going on way before we even know it. I would attribute that to that fourth and fifth dimensional warfare that they're playing on us. They're keeping us here, wrapped up in trivial stuff that happened on YouTube and Facebook, who's beefing and all that kind of stuff, while they're taking care of the serious business.
When Public Enemy got admitted in there, then when NWA, I'm just like, man, it was like.
But we have to understand, I'm glad you said that, because we have to understand something. They're in the market now for rewriting history and rewriting the narrative. When NWA came out, that was purely underground. If you wasn't hanging out at the flea markets and you didn't know somebody that lived in LA, you wasn't getting that music. When they came out with Fuck the Police, that was political for me. It may have hit y'all a different kind of way. But the way they kind of rewrote that thing now, and they're putting them on the big screen, they really wanted black people, young black people, all right, to go buck wild when the movie came out. But black people didn't.
No.
Everything was cool. You understand what I'm saying? Showing that their plan didn't work. Yeah, we kind of look at NWA now as, well, not this dude, straight out of options. I'm not,
literally.
Yes, sir.
What would be their reason for wanting us to go buck wild after the movie
They used to
came
can
out?
do it with in there, like back in Boys in the Hood when it was a gang problem back in the day.
But why would they want that to happen?
Who, the greatest society?
Right.
The men, the boys in blue and that kind of thing?
Right.
To kill us like they're killing us.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? To say, see, this is what I mean. To permanently bury the legacy of NWA, permanently bury and rewrite the narrative of hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? To usher in certain legislation, to enact certain laws, to take more guns away from us. The rights that we probably don't even have.
Martial law.
You understand what I'm saying? Ultimately, martial law, yes.
Like what dude speaking in his book, William Cooper.
Exactly. Let me just get to the end of this. Of course, y'all seen Straight Outta Options, right? And some brothers, you know, are straight out of options. They talk tough, revolutionary talk, but they going home to Becky Flat. Are you following me?
Oh, they buying ass now.
Oh, I know. Well, I really don't know, but I know. Yeah. This brother right here, let me skip through some of this. Faces a life sentence for lyrics in his album, gang-affiliated lyrics. What? Yes. Life in prison. Yes. Same dude that you heard talking about Prince, L.A. Reid, same one that signed this brother right here. His name is Bobby Shmurda.
Right.
His man 2 weeks ago just got 98 years. Now, I used to work in prison. And cats ask each other all the time, what you in for? How many years you got? They had that conversation. How do you tell somebody you in for 98 years? I would just say, look, I've been for a long time, bro. 98 years is, come on, bro. But do you think L.A. Reid should be responsible for Bobby Shmurda?
Yeah, that's his artist.
Exactly. But they dumped $1 million on him. He hit the streets of New York, got his crew. They got busted with 18 high-powered weapons. Where y'all going? What y'all doing? See what I mean now?
How come T.I. didn't get, you know?
You know, T.I. was working with them people.
Yeah.
You know, T.I. had a 1-800-TIP line for the
Damn.
police. That's why they called him Tip.
Damn.
But they have admitted it in Tupac, the FBI's war on Tupac Shakur and Black Leadership by John Patosh. They've admitted they tried to assassinate Tupac 6 times. They also admitted that if nothing happened, they would create incidences at parties.
The lead up to it.
And you understand what I'm saying? They would, like, for example, Busta Rhymes' bodyguard got shot down at the video shoot. 100, 200 people there, but ain't nobody saw a damn thing. Right, sure. They had a robbery crew that worked with the police, was robbing rappers and blaming it on other people. Very real. Most Def said it. There's a tool that's really running this rap shit, right? He was talking about Leo Coleman. I call him Liar Coleman. Yes.
What they doing in Chicago is leaving like containers of guns in the alleys.
Same thing they did in
They're
Compton.
doing the same thing here.
Same exact thing. But we stupid enough to take the guns and be flashing on Facebook. And you know what they do? Studying those pictures, blowing the guns up, getting the serial numbers, and tacking on murders to people. Got you in the picture on Facebook, posing. You and your crew. That same gun you holding was used in a murder, used in a homicide.
Case closed.
It's a wrap. Plain and simple. How do you put the murder of self-consciousness into a mathematical equation? And how do we measure the monetary value of menticide? How do you measure that, Tyler Perry? How do you play a big woman, all right, in your plays, in your movies, and that kind of thing, and you expect young people from their silly-ass mothers that's allowing this madness in the house. How do you correct that down the road, psychologically speaking? Come on, y'all.
And it's accepted
You know
by
how
the
many
church.
arguments I got into with women because of that? You letting your son watch what? I'm gonna end on this. Stop making black people, pardon me, stop making stupid people famous. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This idiot, what's her name? Stacey.
No.
Stacey
Just
Dash.
like there shouldn't be a Black History Month. You know, we're Americans, period.
What did she just say?
We're
It shouldn't be a Black History Month. We're Americans. When the Chinese people have Chinese New Year, can you tell them they just Americans? They pop more damn firecrackers than the 4th of July, right or wrong? Come on now, one more time.
I don't think so, no. Just like there shouldn't be a Black History Month. You know, we're Americans, period. That's it.
What? Excuse me? What did she just say? Oh my gosh. Is that even legal? That don't make any sense. Does Cardi want to know about this? Black History Month is our turn to acknowledge our strength, our accomplishments, and our contributions, and our beauty. It forces us to talk about our amazing history. And it didn't begin with slavery. No negativity, no stereotypes. All excellence, because that's who and what we are. We're not canceling anything. So you have to rock with us for 29 days. It's a celebration. It's Black History Month.
That was young people's response to Stacey Dash. Let's give them a round of applause. Stop making stupid people famous. Did you hear this from this chick?
Yep.
When she was on Oprah?
The tweet was, I can finally get married. Yay, government, so proud of you. Wow, that was August 2nd, 2013. So was that your way of coming out, of saying you were gay?
That was my way of saying I'm proud of the country. But I will say that I'm in, an amazing, happy relationship with my partner, a woman, and on the other side, my mother and people in my family, they've taught me to keep my personal life to myself as much as possible. So I try my best to, hold the fence where I can, but I am proud to be who I am and what I am. I don't need language. I don't need a categorizing statement for it. I think that's one thing that
So you don't want to be labeled gay?
I don't want to be labeled gay. I want to be labeled a human who loves humans. I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't set up this Twitter on fire.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
My Lord. What did you just say? Stop.
Yeah, let me find a place I want to close this because I don't want y'all to be mad at me. I don't have time to talk about what happens on the periphery of what's going on with consciousness in America, but I can say Kendrick Lamar and Beyonce offered something on the fringes, on the periphery of what's going on. And they offered what they could offer. Like, what's the dude name that spoke at the eulogy for, the funeral for Muhammad Ali? Brian Gumble. I think he was the only one that mentioned Elijah Muhammad's name. Reluctantly. But I guess that's his pro-black stand. That's all he gonna do. Don't expect nothing else from him. Beyonce doing what she did at the Super Bowl, don't expect nothing else from her. That's it. That's all she gonna do. Form an X and do some other stuff. That's it. Shake some booty and some other stuff. Some lemonade, some Kool-Aid, and some hot sauce. That's it. Don't expect nothing else.
But do you think that's just part of the game too? Because in
Yeah.
that same Super Bowl
Of course.
game, they had Coldplay with all the rainbows, which was gay
I
pride.
thought it was like the golden
with the
age,
Malcolm
too.
X thing at the same time.
Exactly.
Black pride.
But once again, causing cognitive dissonance. These opposing forces trying to operate some brain space. All right, you know Justin, what's the white boy name? Timberlake?
Yeah, Timberlake.
Just bought, 2 years ago, bought MySpace, and they're trying to bring that back. Because that's going to be a reality in a minute. They're going to occupy your brain space, which is very real. And then the day that Beyonce turned black, I'm going to end on this. And it's very real because a lot of white people really thought Beyonce was just, white. Because she was safe. That's what really white means. Safe. You understand what I'm saying? The detergent, watch the bleach detergent commercials and turn the volume down and watch what they're saying and then listen with your eyes closed. You understand? They'll talk about how white it is, how clean it is, and how safe it is. That's part of the narrative. It's safe if it's white and it's clean. Your kitchen counters, they're white, they're bleached, they're safe. You understand what I'm saying? It's better to live and die for a noble cause than to live and die a slave. Isana, thank you very much for having me and coming out. I really appreciate you. Give yourselves a round of applause.
I'm the son of man, backs the power that never dances. Now brought alive to ignite your five senses. That's my way of life, it's hard labor. I shine real light, reflects out.